Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the news summary of the day. I know it's been a while, and just my apologize. Last time I wasn't able to make a video for some reasons. Yeah, so now I am fully back, and it was today very specific day with trading for me, because I already wrote in the chat in the announcement that I would be waiting for that, and I wrote see you tomorrow, and then after clicking enter I just seen the incoming setup, so I was almost done. I would miss the awaited trade. I was waiting really 4 hours for this, and this is the reason of this video right now, to explain how I did it and why I'm waiting for what I am waiting. I want to start with the markups, because we have some new members in here already after the intermediate part of the course. So I love to see if the zone based on the market profile tool is covered with the candlestick chart as from the intermediate part of the course. Yes, how we are drawing the zones. So I choose my supply here because on Thursday it was a really great volume played in this area, and also it is nice buy for a sell. It was probably Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. Thursday big drop. So I marked the zone, and also here the key level as a point of control. Just with the knowledge from the intermediate part, I prefer to make key levels like a baseline, yes, from the beginning of the huge leg out, when the move was started. And here's also it's very similar to here. Yes, when the move started, really the point of control is also in this very similar price level. And then also here in the imbalance pool, I drew it from that week to the next one, as the biggest chances that something could happen here. Even by comparing the whole day, you can see that highest volume was on top and also on bottom. So this huge area could be like the imbalance with lower interest. It was just one huge drop, but I prefer to make it as small as possible, so from week to the week. And my key level here is the imbalance, still not filled, so I expect to see some price action here to check if resellers want to hold this price. It was very intensive move, so maybe some sellers still have left their sell limit orders. And what about demand? It wasn't so clear for me and so easy, honestly, to find a demand zone for today. I used the area from yesterday here, in the middle of the whole day range. It was the highest volume played. I just choose the candles which can nicely for my eyes match this. It was two areas of high volume, but I marked this as a one big. Yes, so this is the difference on my chart when I'm drawing zones or boxes without the background. These are based on market profile, and the gray ones are based on the candles. So now I just don't need more the market profile, and I want to see the object descriptions. And let's go to the M15. To the M15, yeah, just not this, sorry. Just want to have smaller imbalances, yeah. And this huge demand I marked, I just checked this way later, that this really match with the another demand. Take a look on the small range and huge bullish leg out. So here could be also confirmation that my zone was correct. So let's draw this like that. Yeah, so the big demand from the market profile tool matched also with the smaller M15 imbalance. I could also read this as a break of previous structure here. Yes, it was very strong shot to the up. Here could be another demand zone, and here was a retest of it, of the broken level, which also created some demand. So gray box with background as a zone based on the candles. What then? Yes, some imbalances still not retested. Very important for me, imbalances, the biggest ones. And as usually, now I'm trying to not forget about this, the Asian low and high. I wait for the Asian high always to the opening of Frankfurt session. It's just my own, my own choice. I like to see as explanation, yes, my own explanation, that if the Euro market is opened, a lot of volume come to the market, and for me it's no reason to wait longer, 1 hour longer or something like this, to see the closure of Asian session. For just me, something new happened, and this is the end for me of Asian, and it's working well for me. When the Asian high is taken after some pattern, I see it's working, as this level is some important, like the highest area before opening of Frankfurt. So yeah, these are my markups, and let's go to the M1 time frame. Sorry for mixing this imbalance to see the smaller circles. I tried with setup to set this really small, and this is not working for me. I don't know why. I need to do this manually by switching. This sounds stupid. By switching to another option and come back to the zero imbalances, and then I see the small circles. So yeah, what is strange, I just observed this since last few weeks. Now we have very big range in the Asian. Before it was usually 25-30 pips, now we have almost 60. Yeah, these ranges are a bit bigger than usually, yeah, almost 2 times. So the awaiting time for a setup is now longer than previously. Yeah, my expectations, I shared this also on the announcement channel, was looking for a buy as a main BS, but of course if the Frankfurt wanted to push the price to this imbalance pool, I would be looking for a sell, obviously, not as a prediction to break that zone, and still looking for a buy. But if price is in the zone, I am looking for the trade with direction of the zone. If price is breaking that zone, I am leaving charts. Yes, I don't like to wait hours. For me, the 4-5 is definitely maximum. So now the explanation of your trades and also what I took. Please don't. I also wrote this. I apologize for telling this for the second, third, or fourth time. If I comment something as not with applause, it doesn't mean that your trading style or your setup is completely wrong. My trading is based on my statistic, and I tested things really dozens times, if not hundreds. And this is why I am not pulling the trigger in maybe obvious areas. Because I know that even maybe for a few percent there's difference in risk to what I can accept. So I'm taking risky entries, but when I see my low risk setup. So this is this is strange maybe, but for me the main thing is setup, not the entry. I need to see the complete pattern. And take a look here. The price after London opening time was compressing to the Asian low. Yes, this move is a very small shiny compression, just specific with a lot of wicks, and I didn't see here the last push. Yes, so the question is if the Asian low was retaken. Maybe here were some orders. So if in my statistics something is working not so much time as a successful trade, this is same with the retail patterns as the head and shoulders. It's working few times, so everyone is trading this. And all the losses are explained like, not this time. I like to see the pattern which is working really definitely more time as a fast, quick trade without stress. It is maybe due to my personality. I don't like to be in trade too long. Sometimes I'm in trade like 1 hour and it's too much for me. Half hour is something great, but 10 minutes, 12 minutes, this is wonderful. So this is only one reason why I didn't take this. I didn't see the 1, 2 or 3 more candles, the last push. But I completely agree that then it was wonderful invitation. Bullish imbalance after break of the structure, decreasing volume, and here maybe I would be aiming for one of those two imbalances. Here was the manipulation, here was the broken bullish, so definitely something happened here. And let's see how big distance it could be, 17 or almost 20 pips. Yeah, very good, very nice one. No need to really aim from here to here, yes, to the Asian highs, 55 pips. If you are day trader, great, yes, but then the 3 pips stop loss could be too small, not enough. Maybe price wanted to make a deeper invader, like later happened. I prefer to really not to be so greedy. Maybe the 30, 35 sounds very juicy, yeah, to have over 10 R in one trade. Try to find some always as I'm saying sometimes, the TP on area where potentially you would be looking for opposite trade. So if I'm looking for a buy somewhere here, as I'm waiting just 1 minute before, I'm thinking, where would be the sell? And where is the risk? Maybe from here as a nice buy for a sell before Frankfurt, or maybe here when London opened was nice manipulation. Maybe here I would be looking for a sell, if not that demand zone, blah blah. Always TP should be where the opposite trade could appear without predicting such a big moves like 50 pips, 60, 70 or 100. So that would be a good trade. It happened, it worked nicely, but personally I would be aware just 2-3 minutes after entry. It's like here, and then price is ranging for another 5 minutes, and then probably I would be thinking about closing my position, even if in profits, because I would be afraid why the hell price is ranging, and then maybe I would see, here wasn't the last push, so maybe some orders are waiting below the Asian low because it wasn't taken, and price is maybe cooking something here. For some reason it was waiting, yes. So 10 minutes after entry you are still 1-to-1, yes, 3 pips up after 10 minutes. It's for me it's not so good. I like to see after entry, like trying to catch the momentum, or after 10 minutes be close to TP or really far away from entry, not so close. So I would be scared, and even if later the TP would be hit, my own opinion in my journal, or how it's called, daily, sorry, I forgot the word. Let's say the journal. I would wrote that my feeling was not so good. I was scared during this trade, maybe not scared, I was afraid about pullback because after entry price was ranging. So my reason would be this one missing move in here. But really, I'm happy that you caught this TP. It's not that you are seeing wrong things. Yes, you found a absorption and imbalance and decreasing volume. Everything's correct. But for me, really, in few more cases, it is losing trade or break-even trade setup. Just my statistic, really, I tested this a lot of time, and that's why I'm waiting for this one more move to feel safer, to catch fastest move, because as I mentioned on the chart, compare the buy without liquidity grab to the buy with liquidity grab. Yes, we had here even another test as a strong support with 3 touches as a triple bottom, and then take a look on this volume, how came volume with imbalance, and then such a strong move. Yes, it was complete pattern here. Maybe breakout traders would be looking for a sell because it was break of strong support. Maybe a lot of buyers were already buying due to triple bottom, and then it was the power. They needed the third touch to create, to see them as many as possible stop losses. Maybe I don't know how it's working in true life, of course. It's just my own crazy story in my head to explain such moves. And I joined the market very aggressively without waiting for a break of this imbalance, because usually I would enter probably here. Yes. You know that I'm waiting for a retest only sometimes. I'm jumping directly after breaking of the imbalance, so my entry would be here, but I entered before closure of this bullish candle. Very risky, still below. Let's move to the footprint chart. Why I found here opportunity. First of all, of course, I believed that this is the move I was waiting for hours. The liquidity grab. I found the final push, yes, was here with the volume 142. Something happened here. It's called finished auctions. I am not so focused to see it as one of my important criteria, but I am happy when I see this. It's some kind little small percent to my confidence when I see. But when I don't see finished auction, I am looking for setup anyway. Just taking this risk maybe. I'm really not focused on this, but I am happy to see this when I'm hunting. So what is here happening? There's the imbalance on the liquidity grab candle, the last push to the downside, potential last push, of course, because I didn't know the future. So it was let's explain this with the opposite way. If for some reason I would be looking for how to join the sellers, I would mark this imbalance and wait for decreasing volume to make a safe entry. Yeah, so if volume on that one candle was 142, I would be looking for maximum volume on retest like 71. Yes, to join the market. But if such a strong move, such a strong candle come here with also bullish imbalance, yeah, very shitty one, 2 to the 0, but take a look on the volume, 212. So this one candle would make my sell setup invalid. So if that one candle would make the sell setup invalid, I wouldn't see here risk of failure of the sell, but I saw here the opportunity for buy. So something opposite. Yes, my focus was buying, and I believed on liquidity grab. So it's very similar to the law of high volume and small zone. Yes, when we are managing our trade or looking for entry, aggressive entry, and expecting some break of the zone. High volume, it's later or sooner, high chances of break of this level or area. And here it was for me like no chances for these sellers to hold the price. Yes, sellers, the overall volume was 142, and then big shift on delta, and also higher volume than the bearish candle attacked this imbalance. So for me, no chances to hold. Then secondly, on the footprint, here's like steps to the down, and we can see the break of structure here. I cannot now draw the line, but imagine that here's the trend line and break of structure. Also, all these heavy clusters, yeah, on the bid side, should push the price really deeper. But then was the break of structure, is also range. There's no change of the price. So this is the absorption. Absorption, strong attack to the imbalance, this one candle, retest of absorption, and I expected really bullish move. And I joined when this candle was in the half. Yes, it was just forming. Also the volume was high. A few candles before had a positive delta, so it means that the buyers were stronger. More buy pressure than sell pressure. So if I believe that this move here is an absorption, so I'm not focused that these are sell clusters, but that these are probably already filled buy limit orders. It is like explanation in your head what is happening. Yes, creating the whole story. So as a summary, I found here break of structure on this footprint, attack of the bearish imbalance 32-0 with an extremely high volume candle, then retest of the absorption. So my focus was typical on the buys, and I pulled the trigger with belief that this is really liquidity graph, because I seen here the support with triple bottom, high attack to this imbalance. It was for me, all puzzles really came together to pull the trigger, especially that I was trying to explain you few minutes before why these buys were risky, or even here maybe someone joined, and then price shot. It's extremely good proof of what I'm saying about complete pattern. Yes, it was nice, also 20 pips, but he was over 2 times more. Yes, 2 times stronger wave. So yes, my entry was very risky. It was just with the belief and the expectation of break of this imbalance, because I wanted to see this as a liquidity grab. But safer entry could be here, also risky, but it, as shared on the guide channel, after break of imbalance, when we expect something, we can join the market, and the safe entry should be like waiting for a retest of this broken imbalance, maybe way later. Sometimes it's happening in a few minutes later, sometimes a few hours. The key is the decreasing volume on that area. And where I set my TP, I wasn't greedy. I was already tired after watching the charts, so I set this here. After seeing that here the sellers held the price and pushed it even lower. Yeah, so it was my almost 20 pips move. Here I find also something looks like a compression, push to the up, and then strong sell. On this break of structure happened this imbalance, so I thought that this is maybe good safety P, and this is 20 pips. Yes, it's not 10, 8 or 5, it was almost 20. So something worth the game, because there are really chances that price will come here. Yeah, and where it came here just before the London, it was big buy preparation for a price delivery to the demand, where London opened here. Yeah, so maybe even here could be also broken bullish imbalance. After correct entry, 32 pips could be here. It's 33, 1 to the 11. Amazing. But I like fast trades. Yes, it was 12 minutes, almost 12 minutes. Worth the game, really worth the game. So try to make your own summary, as I mentioned. It is very good exercise. I know that some of you I think that this makes no sense because we see on the plate what happened and everyone can read the historical data. So I'm really happy that today I didn't forget to make screenshots, so no one could say that I just make it on the trading view. And anyway, you see my statements, but sometimes I become stupid comments. So I made a screenshot, but really, as I mentioned, here could be the more correct entry, or bit safer than just with a belief or break of imbalance. I just wanted to really see that this is what I was waiting for 4 hours. So what I was talking about, this own summary. Make it really. This can take up to maybe half hour every evening. It's not a lot if you want to be good trader for years. Yes, if you want to treat this as your job. I have some level of experience, and honestly, I stopped doing every evening backtesting just maybe 2 months ago. To this day, 2 months ago, I was doing my backtesting session every evening, sometimes from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and sometimes from 10 p.m. to the midnight, when my family was already in bed. So even if I have a group of with a lot of members, and then I'm independent trader, I make a living from trading, I was still doing every evening for 2 hours each evening. So I treat this very seriously, and I don't expect that you should really make this all the time, same as me, but at least one time a week, to check your skills, really, to make a notes, to look for this pattern. This is still coding your mind, yes, to see things faster, earlier, in future. And yeah, I think that's it. It's long, boring video, almost half hour. Be careful, guys, and try sometimes wait for the bigger pattern. I'm really happy that today I was able to prove to you the difference between incomplete setup and complete setup. How the power is different. Yes, how fast this 50 pips move happened. And without the complete pattern, it was just ranging market. But it's just today. Maybe in other days when I'm not watching the chart, this incomplete pattern is working, of course. I am not sure. I am not sitting every single day in front of charts. When I'm done with trading and happy with my results, I'm just checking the charts later, for 50 minutes, for half hour in the evening, but not watching directly, as minute by minute every candle. So if something is working for you, see the repetition. Yeah, why not continue this? I found my own way, and want to show you with proofs. Have a good afternoon, guys, and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will also do my best to share the charts. Maybe if something will come very early before London, I will also hunt. But if it will take too long, I prefer to make some delayed things than looking for a setup. I'm already done for the week. Thank you, guys, and once again, see you tomorrow. I'm talking too much, maybe due to long absence. See you tomorrow.